Assalamu alaikum and hi to everyone. I'm out on a really lovely ride this morning. I've left from what we affectionately call J2, which is the junction 2 of the M40 Beaconsfield services. I'm out with some friends and colleagues from Dean Riders, and we are on our way to the H Cafe, which is in between Aylesbury and Bicester. And I wanted to talk about something today because the fact that I need a personal kick up the backside, so I want to start a conversation today. And my conversation today is about the importance of keeping fit. So I want you to ignore my speed because I'm using one of those AI apps to make it appear that I'm going faster than I am, because it looks nice in the videos. I like the idea of people thinking, like, how on earth is he having this conversation riding like that? Obviously, at the moment, I'm not doing anything because we're sitting in traffic in, I don't know what area this is. But it's a really beautiful day. Before I talk about what I want to talk about today, I'm in this little place. I don't even know where it is. But the ride is being led by Adil, and he's taking us in. And yeah, I don't know, I think I want to talk about the importance of staying fit, keeping fit. And this is like irrespective of whatever age you are, because I often hear people talking about oh, they're getting old and they're starting to feel the signs of getting old. And I'm no spring chicken, but I do know that when I'm in my prime of, I'm not in the peak of fitness, but when I'm sort of in a good level of fitness, regular exercise, regular stretching, I feel really, really, really good. And although I know that I'm not going to be as fast and as powerful as in my former days when I used to train in Wing Chun, I still know that I'm in a good place. But as soon as you allow yourself to let go, which I'm very much let go of at the moment, I mean, look, the good thing is because I have a very regular eating habit of what I call I call it TUMAD, and that was based on the famous well-known OMAD, which is like 1 meal a day. I practice like TUMAD, where I have 2 meals a day. Now there was a time where I was literally just having like OMAD, which was like 2 meals a day, very, very disciplined. But then what I did is I changed that to eating 2 times of the day. So I'd have my breakfast, which would only be breakfast, and then I would have I'd wait, so I'd have like that intermittent fasting period, and then I would have I would eat again. But then it's the second part of the day, so it might be in the evening, so I might end up eating quite a bit more than I would in just one sitting of a meal. But it was still okay. And so I started to change it to that. But the lack of exercise is the thing that really does get you, right? And I think it's important to kind of remember that when you stop exercising and when you stop stretching, it doesn't matter what age you are, you're going to feel the effects of it. So, okay, I know people who, even like, in their 20s, in their 30s, who never ever train, right? And these people, they start to, first of all, they're not as fit as they would like to be. They are not nimble at all. And also, they start to stiffen up. But I suppose because they are younger, they're stiff and they're slow, but they don't realize that, it's as a result of inactivity, right? But I guess when you are older, you will feel that a lot more. I'm not too sure where I think we're going straight across, I think. Okay, we got to stop anyway. Yeah, we're going straight across. Sorry guys, but I don't want to, I love roundabouts. I do love roundabouts. Oh, this is a weird one. Yeah. Are we all together? I'm not sure if we're all together or not. I don't think we're all together. Doesn't look like it. Sorry, I need to stop for a second. Fun. Trying to make sure we don't lose anyone. Woo! Still getting used to this bike. Okay. So my biggest problem that I have is routine. I've got such an issue. I don't know what it is, but I'm struggling to get a routine together, keep a routine going. So sometimes I will have like a really good routine going, but then something happens. I don't know what it is, and I sometimes blame it on work. And I don't hear many podcasters. I don't hear many of those encouraging or talking about routine. Oops, I'm going to get a ticket there. I don't hear many podcasts about that, but how to get into a good physical routine when it comes to exercise. Because one thing what it is what people always talk about is they say, like, you need to you create a pattern, you find your right time of day, and when you find your right time of day, you try and stick to it. Now, there are many people like myself who are unable to exercise at the same time every day, or whatever. It's going to fluctuate. The times are going to fluctuate of availability. So then after that, it becomes commitment, right? How do you get that commitment going? And how do you maintain a habit after your first time when you have DOMS, like delayed onset muscle soreness, which can put you out for a few days when you've just started working out again, and in that out time, how you're able to still continue with your routine. And these are the challenges that we have, and they're definitely challenges that I have 100%. So I'd like to talk about that in more depth, but in the meantime, if you've got any suggestions, what works for you, and if you're a seasoned person who exercises, right, you're regularly in the gym and you've been doing it already, and you've got the bug, you've got the virus, like whatever, you're hooked, you're addicted, then I don't think you'll be much benefit in this particular conversation, because we get it, we understand what's happening with you, and we want to get to where you are. But if you can't share with us like what it was like in the beginning, how hard it was getting into that routine, if you're unable to share that, then obviously you can give your support. Messages of support will be appreciated. But I want to know about the people who literally have just started into their routine and they've been working out regularly. They broke through that barrier, and now they're in that pattern, but they've been at it for maybe, I don't know, let's just say 2 months, 3 months. What did you do to get there? How did you make it? What was your pattern? What was your routine? Let us know, because I need to know. But anyway, this video is on the back of a decision for me after seeing the Ben and Eubank fight as well last night. You know, this video for me is that it's about time kick up the backside to get myself into the gym, which reminds me of an old joke that I used to have when I mentioned boxing, where I'm walking down the street and I see a group of people looking over, and they said, "Oh, he's a boxer, he looks like a boxer, he looks like a boxer." And I start feeling all like, you know, oh, I feel quite good. And I went over there and said, "No, I don't actually do boxing." They said, "No, I didn't say you look like a boxer. We said you look like a box, in fact, get in the gym." And anyway, thus comes the end of my joke. I'll get on with this ride.